Hey guys, just a little quick video. Just wanted to go over what I think of the new 9060 XT from AMD, 16 gigabyte version, and why I think it's the best sort of entry level, mid range. I don't know, however you want to say it. Graphics card out there, especially if you're paying at 1080p. So basically, what happened? Excuse me. A friend of mine came to me and he said that it was his kid's birthday. He's 12 years old, had some birthday money and he wanted to buy a gaming PC. Currently just plays on PS5, but he wanted a gaming PC. Plays games like COD, Fortnite, the usual like titles that teenagers play, I suppose. And basically, he sent me a link to this a gaming PC pre-built from Costco, £550. He goes, "Do you think it's worthwhile?" And I looked at the spec, and I was like, no, definitely not. 3050, I think that's a 6 gigabyte card, is it? Um, 2 generations old. And then AMD 5500, it's a AM4 processor, again, 2 generations old, and it's a poor AM4 as well. Yeah, nice fancy case and all that. You can see it's by AWD IT. It's a UK based builder. They do their own stuff as well. You can go on the website and check out, what they do. But basically, I was looking at this and it's like already out of date. It's not going to last. It'll like last 2 years and then it'll probably be, redundant. It's only got 16 gig of RAM, and it's only got 1 terabyte of hard drive space. And it doesn't say what that hard drive is, how quick it is. And you can only assume that it's probably not the best. So while I was on the website, I'd had a quick look at the other sort of pre-builts that they do, and I went down the list and went all the way up, and I was like, the only one that I'd kind of recommend really are these ones from sort of like £1,100 upwards. You can see there you got what's this, 5060. So it's a 5060 Ti. So that's a current generation graphics card. Obviously, it's only 8 gig, so how long it's going to last. But the process is good, 9600X. That's quite nice. But again, it's only got 1 terabyte hard drive. And it's only got 16 gig of memory. So I was like, for that kind of money, you'd want maybe a bigger hard drive, especially more memory. So I think the one I sort of recommended was, yeah, I think it was these ones. So you're getting up to a 5070 Ti, 12 gigabyte, is it? I think that model. But these are finally getting 32 gig memory at least, or that one is. This one here, I don't know how they can justify these prices. £1,500, an Intel Core i7. Like, it's a good processor, a good graphics card. It's got a liquid cooler. You'd rather spend more money on the memory and the hard drive rather than all these fancy lights. You're paying for the case and the cooler. But £1,500, you get in there. This one was pretty good, I thought, 7600. So on this one, it's £1,500, but it's gone last gen version of the Ryzen 5. So this is the 7600X, where the other one was the 9600X. But it's still got the 5070 12 gigabyte. It's saying 32 gig RAM, Course of Vengeance, so it's named. So that's good. Still only 1 terabyte SSD. But I was like, that's the kind of spec you want to be sort of looking at, really. £1,500. Obviously, didn't want to spend anywhere near that. So I sort of said to him, look, for between 800 and 900, I reckon I can get something that's a similar spec and sort of performs somewhere, if not better, than one of these. So he was like, yeah, sound, let's go for it. So that's what I did. So the first thing, obviously, the big important is graphics card. So I was like, what can I get graphics card wise? And I found this little beauty. So it's an XFX version of the 9060 XT. I went with the 16 gig model for future proofing, the 8 gig you know, it's not going to last too long, especially on modern titles. And I picked it up for the price shown there, £315, which I thought was really good. So that was where I put most of my cost in. Obviously, gaming PC, graphics card, most important. So then it's like, what am I going to pair it with? So I've got a 5800X, and I was just looking. I wanted to buy new. I didn't want to go second hand, just in case there was any issues. And I managed to get a 5700X, I think it's a 66 watt CPU. And I managed to pick one of these up brand new from boxed.co.uk for, I think it was with a voucher, I think it was £110. So I was like, brilliant, I'll have that. Motherboard wise, I went with this. I got this for about £95 off Amazon. Price has gone up now, as it always does on Amazon. But this is a really good motherboard. So it's got everything you need, built-in Wi-Fi, built-in Bluetooth, all the bells and whistles, and it's perfect for the job. Then memory wise, I just went for a 32 gig 3200 kit. I'm not too sure what the latencies are. Probably 16 CAS 16, is it? I don't know. I'm not that bothered, but it was the cheapest kit I could get. It's like pretty much 50 quid. So 32 gig of that, and then I went for a 2 terabyte NVMe M.2, this SK Hynix kit, which is really nice. All these prices seem to have gone up. I've done well. I'm sure I got it for £105. So I put all that together, and it's a great little computer. So all in all, I got it was a MSI power supply and case combo, which was like another sort of £80. Built it all together, did a 3D benchmark as you know I like to do, and got some pretty good synthetic bench results. So I did a Steel Nomad. Got to find it now. Where is it? I did it. Yeah. So 9060 XT, 5700X processor. So I got 4018 on Steel Nomad, and 7600 on the Time Spy Extreme. Like he'd already got his own monitor. It was a 27-inch. It was only a 1080p 200 Hz monitor. It's quite a good monitor, to be fair. But that's all he's going to be playing on. So this 9060 XT 16 gig, it's going to be awesome. I pre-installed Fortnite and stuff and was playing on that. It was locked in at 200 frames a second, and it was like not even fully stressed out. It was having a great time. And the cooler on this as well, it's only, I think it's 180 watt card, I think, overclocked, or was it 150? And it overclocks to, I think you can increase the power limit to 180 or 200, but it runs super cool. It was like, I think if you can go into that, can you go to the bench results and see the temperatures? It'll tell you the average temperature, won't it? So it was, I'm sure I didn't get above 50 degrees. Average temperature, where is it? Come on. Oh. Oh, it doesn't look like it. I don't think it liked the driver version for something. It said it was a valid score, but it wasn't. I did have hardware monitoring enabled, so I don't know why it did that. I'm guessing it was just because it was a new card or a new driver version I'd installed. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's logged too much. Oh yeah, that processor, 65 watts, but it's overclocked. So it pulls near enough 140 watts. It's got a Wraith cooler on it, which I had lying around, so we got that for free. But that was really good. But yeah, as a 1080p entry level, can you call it entry level? Yeah, I think it's entry level, sort of, maybe entry to mid. But yeah, I think these scores are really good, and they can't be they can't be sniffed at all, really, especially for 1080p gaming. And his son was very pleased with the build. It was all like the MSI case was all come pre-installed with three ARGB lights. The motherboard has all built-in controllers, so it had the Wraith cooler on it, and then the fan. It was all synced up. It looked really good. He was dead pleased with it. I was dead pleased with it. And I think for that score, it's probably going to beat a lot of these. Maybe not the 5070, but you know, but the 5060, I reckon it'll blow with that. And the processors similar, yes, that's DDR5, but you know, I'm sort of £300 less than that. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think that's a good build for £850 all in? It's probably a bit less than that actually. But yeah, with Windows Home and everything all up and running. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Cheers guys. Bye.